The following program was paid for by Latino Cleveland.
This program was made possible by Global Cleveland, supporting the growth of Northeast Ohio's Hispanic community.
Este programa es hecho gracias a Global Cleveland, respaldando el crecimiento de la comunidad hispana en el noreste de Ohio.
Welcome to Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and it's a wonderful, beautiful Saturday morning, so I just want to say welcome back. Today we have an exciting show, very educational show. Today we're going to be interviewing Jill from the National Foster, which is National Foster Month, so stay tuned for that because it's really important that a lot of people have asked about foster parenting and adoption, so this is going to be really important. I had a chance to go back to the Cleveland Clinic to talk to Deanna Gates from the Diversity Program. And did you know Cleveland Clinic has over 250 doctors? This is pretty cool, so you definitely want to listen to this. And then Neomed, one of our educational sponsors, is going to talk to us about the pipeline programs and what they're doing for high school students. And today is also a special Mother's Day episode, so we do have something. You know, we had some of our viewers send in some special tapes, so it's going to be beautiful to watch this, so stick around for that. But first, I got a chance to go to Kent State University to meet with the SALSA student group, so let's check that out. Hola, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here today at Kent State University for the Latin Festival brought to you by S.A.L.S.A, and I'm here with Natalia. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. So, Natalia, first, ¿de dónde tú eres?
I am from Bayamón, Puerto Rico, and I moved to Kent State about a year and 8 months ago.
Okay. Now, we're here for a salsa event. Can you share with our audience what is this event, and it's part of an organization? So.
Yeah, of course. SALSA actually stands for Spanish and Latino Student Association. I know it's very clever and we sometimes get confused with a little dancing, but we do a little bit of dancing. So our organization really focuses on expanding Latino awareness and culture on campus. We try to create a safe haven for Latino students to find resources and find people that share common values and share common backgrounds and that they can relate to and they can speak the same language or not. We are a very all-inclusive organization. We have African Americans, Caucasians, we have a little bit of everything, but we just like to just share Latino culture and just feel it all over the place. I can't even explain it.
So, I mean, what type of things do you offer the students in SALSA?
Sure. Well, other than it's a student-led organization, so it's more of a social gathering. But during our mass meetings, we do a lot of educational presentations on different Latin American countries or issues that are happening nationally or internationally. We also connect the students with different resources that are available to specific Latino students on campus or minority students. And we pretty much host events like these just for more of a cultural, educational, and social aspect to the organization. This is called our first annual Latin Festival. We're here in the Kent State Ballroom, and we take a little bit of every aspect of Latin culture, which is obviously the food, which is very important, the dancing, and it's all free, actually, free of charge. We have the band Tropicante, which is part of the Artes Latinas agency, playing multiple genres in the Latin American culture, and we also have multiple organizations that serve to the Latino students or to multicultural students or minority students here in Kent, offering different resources and some information about common stereotypes related to Latinos in the United States.
Wow, Natalia, you guys are doing some amazing things. So if our audience wants to learn more, can you share your information?
Of course. We have a Facebook page. It's www.facebook.com/KentStateSALSA. And if not, you can ask for my information. We can share it. You can give my email address. I do not mind.
Okay, and you can also find this information on LatinoCleveland.com. And when we get back, stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland.
Thank you. That was great.
Apagó la vela. Muchísimas gracias. Feliz noche a todos.
So again, like I mentioned earlier, it's National Foster Care Awareness Month, and today I'm with Jill Davis, the Director of Domestic Adoptions and Care for Caring Kids.
Caring for Kids.
Caring for Kids. So what is Caring for Kids?
Caring for Kids is a nonprofit foster care, adoption, and birth parent services agency. We're located in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio, with a satellite office in Columbus, Ohio, but we service the entire state of Ohio.
Okay, great. Now, National Foster Care Awareness Month.
Yes.
So what is that all about?
May is National Foster Care Awareness Month, and every May we honor all the agencies across Ohio honor their foster parents.
Nice.
And bring to awareness also the need for foster parents. We have a great need for foster parents. Throughout the whole state and throughout the whole nation, actually.
You actually mentioned how many foster kids?
There are about, in Ohio, there's on any given day about 17,000 children in foster care on any day in Ohio, and across the United States, about 1,000 children every day go into foster care.
1,000 children every single day.
Every day.
So how about the minority portion of that? Is the diversity? I mean, how is that?
We are always in need of foster families from every ethnic group, every race, every family that we can possibly have that can provide a loving, stable home.
Right.
Temporary home typically for a foster child. Children usually come into foster care because of abuse or neglect in their home.
Right.
And so trying to give them a stable, loving home while we work with the family to be able to learn some new ways and hopefully be able to have the children come back home with them.
So how would a person qualify, or what would be a good family?
A great family, and there's so many families. Every family would be so good. You need to be over 21. You can be single or married.
Oh, wow.
You can, a flexible family is really helpful because when children come into care, it's always, chaotic.
Right.
And they need stabilization, and they need love and security.
What do you mean by flexible family?
Well, because when children come into foster care, they do need to continue to visit their family.
Oh, okay.
And so their family needs to be able to take them to visit sometimes, or be available for meetings, and be available to work with the children and with the social workers that are involved to try to help with the reunification plan.
Right. Now, you mentioned something about birth parents.
We also work with birth parents.
Okay.
Birth parents come to us voluntarily as a private agency. They can come to us voluntarily if they find themselves in need of making an adoption plan.
Right.
We have many families that are birth families that find themselves maybe with an unplanned pregnancy, and they would like to choose an adoptive family for their
a great alternative from abortions and things like that.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think you had mentioned that it's not just the young female girls that might choose for adoption. What are you finding with that?
We work with every age of a birth parent that may need our services, but our average really is in their upper 20s and educated, and feel that they know that they can choose another family that would be able to provide maybe a better life for their child than they can provide at the current time. They can have openness in their adoption, or they don't have to. They can select their family.
Right, that's great. Now you have some sessions coming up?
We do. We have some information sessions overall for adoption. We also have an adoption program to adopt older children out of the public system that are ready for adoption. We have foster care and our birth parent services. We do information sessions once a month. They are on our website. The next one is May 14th, and then we have another one in June.
Okay, great. Well, Jill, thank you so much for coming. I mean, I just think that this is really incredible, and I'm sure that there's a need for Hispanic families.
There absolutely is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll also have that information on LatinoCleveland.com. When we get back, we will be visiting the Cleveland Clinic, so stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. So we've heard a lot from our health sponsor, the Cleveland Clinic. We heard about their Hispanic clinic at Lutheran Hospital. We've talked about diabetes, we've talked about cancer, and some of their diversity initiatives. Like I mentioned, there's over 250 doctors, not including nurses. So they're very committed to supporting the Hispanic community. So I had a chance to talk to Diana Gates, so let's check it out. Hi, I'm Myra Rosario with Yo Soy Latino Cleveland, and I am here today at the Cleveland Clinic main campus with Diana Gates, the Director of Diversity and Inclusion.
You got it.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So over the last few months, we've been really touching base about what the clinic does for the Hispanic community. Can you fill us in? Because I know it's a whole lot more.
Sure. So in addition to the Hispanic service clinic that you've been promoting with some of our physicians, we're looking at growing that, increasing that with other services. We have the ambulatory pharmacy at Lutheran as well, and we have a Hispanic Spanish-speaking rep that's available there to kind of help people kind of manage their medications through our community outreach programs, continuing to work with the Hispanic leadership in the community to really fortify kind of our health outreach to the community.
Right. Now you have events that go out throughout the year?
Events throughout the year. So our Hispanic Employee Resource Group, Salud, which stands for Health, has an annual event that occurs during the month of Hispanic Heritage Month. It's Tu Familia, Tu Salud, and it really is a forum to provide some health education, health engagement to the community.
Right. Now you actually mentioned workforce. Can you share with our audience how many Hispanic physicians?
Yes.
Actually, I was really surprised.
We have over 250 Hispanic physicians that kind of span the entire Latin American globe. So representing all 21 countries from Central, South America through the Caribbean nations. And we have about that much in Hispanic nurses as well.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, actually, you have a Hispanic nursing program. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on here.
So we have a partnership with the National Association for Hispanic Nurses. We just inducted the first chapter here in Cleveland, and one of our nurses actually serves as the president of that chapter.
Oh, wow. What's his name? Shout out.
Roberto Gonzalez. Shout out to Roberto.
Now, youth. Yes. What about Hispanic?
So we have tons of programs that are specifically for minority youth, so underrepresented minority youth, so Hispanic, African American, Pacific Islander, and Native American. So we have two programs that are specifically for junior high school students. So our Charles Drew Academy is a 12-week academic mentoring program. They meet every Saturday.
Nice.
We have our Young Business Leader, which is a 9-week summer paid internship where they get to work 40 hours a week alongside someone on the business end of healthcare. And then we have two programs that are specific to college students. So we have the Aspiring Physicians and Research Conference, which is actually coming up May 20th through May 22nd.
Wow.
And that's a 2-day conference where we fly students in from all across the country in a way to really support them and help them through the challenges of moving on to applying to medical school or graduate school.
Wow.
And then we have clinic solutions. We actually partner with the National Society of Hispanic MBAs, Young Latino Network, Black MBA, and the students are presented with a real healthcare challenge, and they work in teams and compete for scholarship dollars.
Wow, Deanna, obviously the clinic is doing a lot for our community, and if our if our viewers want to learn more, what website can we send them to?
Sure. They can go to diversity programs /CCF.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again for having us. And again, if you'd like to find that link, you can log on to latinocleveland.com and make sure you stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland.
Thank you.
Hi, and welcome back. So, we've been talking about our educational sponsor, Neomed, who is doing some great things in the community. And the thing that I'm most impressed about is what they are doing for high schoolers. So today we have Dr. Porfeli, who's here to talk to us about pipeline programs that is actually to help the high schoolers, right?
Yes, we have many number of programs. We actually have 5 of them.
Okay.
And they are Med Camp for rising 9th graders, and it's a summer experience where they get to spend the night at Kent State and work with us at Neomed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then we have Health Success, which is a monthly program that happens during the academic year, exposes kids to all sorts of colleges and health profession settings, get them to learn more about what health professionals do. We have the HPAC program, which is the Health Professions Affinity Community Program, in which we go into local communities, find kids who want to do something around community service, who are interested in health professions, and we empower them to identify their own health concerns and then formulate solutions to those health concerns.
So, okay, so let's go back. So how high schools, like how many high schools are you associated with?
Oh goodness, we're in over 100 high schools and community groups all over Northeast Ohio.
Okay, so how does a high schooler get involved?
Oh, a number of ways. One way is they can go onto our website and they can seek out, which is right on our website, all of our pipeline programs, and they can learn more about each one.
Okay. Do they, is there some type of association with the counselor at the school? Or?
Yeah, we partner with school counselors, school teachers, and community leaders, all of whom have an interest in supporting youth.
That's great. So how are the high schoolers getting involved? What are they doing?
They're doing amazing work.
Yeah.
So for example, we have a HPAC, as we call it, at Lincoln West High School. And in that high school, they identified the challenge that kids with disabilities face in being isolated from their peers, and they created a buddy program. And throughout the year, they had a number of experiences where kids with disabilities could connect with other kids in the community and in Lincoln West to better, help them connect with others that are their peers.
Right. So with the buddy program, so what do they do? Because I just found that so fascinating. Because sometimes, like you said, the disability kids are isolated.
Well, they created a number of activities and events throughout the year where all the kids were together. They were interacting in various ways. And then what was most heartfelt was they had a big event at the end of the year where they brought in characters like Dora the Explorer and others to celebrate that these kids are truly a part of their community.
That's great.
Yeah.
So actually, one of the things that I found fascinating, and if you can share with me, is that Neomed is actually helping with scholarship programs or something for the high schoolers?
That's right. Once we connect with the high school kids and they really get engaged with us, we have a number of opportunities. First, they go to any number of our state university partners to earn their undergraduate degree. And then when they come to Neomed, we have an increasing number of scholarships available, particularly for kids who want to go into primary care medicine, who want to serve in communities that need health care most, and who are committed and value the diversity of Ohio.
Right. So diversity, what is the need in the Hispanic community?
It's so much there. We need physicians who understand the Hispanic community, just like we need physicians to understand any number of communities. We need bilingual physicians.
Yes.
We need physicians who are tuned to knowing what the needs of these unique communities are and partnering with them to work together to advance health.
Right. So if you had something to tell the parents and just what Neomed is doing, what would you share with them?
Your kids are amazing. Your kids can do amazing things in their community, and we have to believe in them. And I know as parents they do, but the broader community has to believe in them as well. And when we do, they do amazing things around health, and they will become fabulous healthcare providers.
That's awesome, and thank you so much for that. Is there a website that we can share with our parents?
HPAC.me, HPAC.me will take you to learn about our HPAC program, and on the Neomed website you can learn about all of our other pipeline programs like Brain Bee, like Health Success, like Pathways to Pharmacy.
That's great. So thank you so much for coming, and definitely take advantage of the fact that Neomed is really helping our high school students. So we will have that link on LatinoCleveland.com. Now when we come back, we have a Mother's Day surprise, so make sure you stay tuned for more Yo Soy Latino Cleveland after this. So again, tomorrow is Mother's Day, and we had an opportunity where our viewers sent in videos of their moms. So let's go check that out.
I feel like a ride in the city with you here, showing me the way to go. It feels like home.
Yeah, I like Mommy's Day.
I sit here alone by the river.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. My name is Neomed-Dr. And she worked down in the Justice Center.
Now we're just the same.
Happy Mother's Day. This is Chaz Mitchell to my great, beautiful mom who's always been there for me. I love you so much. Have a great Mother's Day. I'll be there to celebrate with you.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm Tammy. We'd like to wish our mother, Linda, a happy Mother's Day. We love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, and it feels like.
Hi, my name is Jose Rivera. I want to wish my mom this Mother's Day. Her name is Porfeli.
Hi, my name is Calvin Casey, and I want to wish my mother, Renee Casey, a happy Mother's Day. Mom, I love you, and thank you for everything that you do.
Hello, my name is Isabella. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day, Amanda. Thank you so much for being awesome like you always are. I love you.
Hello, Ma. It's me, Ruben. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for putting up with me for so long. You're the greatest mother in the world.
Hi, my name is Rick Rucker. I actually wanted to give a shout out to my mother, Patricia Cannon, actually of Womankind. She is a terrific support throughout my entire life and just my #1 supporter through everything, and I love her to death. And both of my grandparents, Grandma Cannon and Grandma Foley.
With you here, showing me the way to go.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy.
That was perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's all right.
Again, happy Mother's Day. You know, mothers are a good gift from God. I'd like to take an opportunity to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother, Isabel Rosario. I'd also like to say Happy Mother's Day to a woman who's been really influential in my life and my children's life, which is Monica Codner, who really helps with my sons, Seth and Silas, twin boys, and my beautiful daughter, Amaya, who is my biggest fan. I just want an opportunity, kind of a reverse thing. I want to honor my children. So there's a lot of moms out there, and I just want to wish you again a happy Mother's Day. So again, thank you for tuning in. And next week, we have another great show for you. It's actually National Burger Month. So I get to eat burgers, and believe it or not, you're going to be really surprised of this Latino-owned burger shop. We're going to Job Corps, and actually this is a place that you would be very surprised, an alternative for high schoolers. We also have gardening tips. I'm a big gardener, so I'm excited about this. So make sure you tune in next Saturday for Yo Soy Latino Cleveland right here on Channel 3.